Okay, welcome back. This is week one, lesson three. Let's just dive right in and get started. Here's a little bit about what we're going to cover today. So, many women that are living with autoimmune disease notice a pattern. When emotional stress goes up, so do their symptoms, and this is not a coincidence. Emotional health and physical health are very deeply connected. And the more that we understand and honor this connection, the more empowered we become in healing. This is not about blame, it's about insight and integration. So that's why the mind body connection is so important. And basically, what that means is that what happens in your inner world, your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, can directly affect your physical body. So when we feel threatened, rejected, or emotionally unsafe, our body reacts just as it would to physical danger. So over time, unprocessed emotional pain can become embedded in the body as symptoms, tension, or immune dysregulation. Now, psychoneuroimmunology, or PIN, much shorter version of that, is the scientific study of how our nervous system, immune system, and mental states interact. Studies have shown that chronic stress and negative emotions suppress immune function, while positive emotional states like safety, joy, and connection can enhance it. And this is the science behind the mind-body connection, and it validates what many of us already intuitively know. Our emotional health matters. When we don't feel emotionally safe, the body produces a lot more cortisol, and this affects our immune system. Chronic stress also creates cytokine imbalances, chemical messengers that can promote inflammation, right? We talked about that in our previous two lessons. Um, it also creates emotional repression, like never allowing yourself to feel anger, sadness, or grief. That keeps the body in a holding pattern, and that emotional tension can eventually emerge as physical symptoms or autoimmune flares. So let me introduce Maria. She is a 42-year-old woman diagnosed with lupus. I saw her in my office, and she began noticing that her worst flares happened after stressful visits with her family. Some of us can probably relate. Um, Through journaling, therapy, and emotional regulation tools, she began to recognize her triggers and create boundaries. Now, not only did her emotional well-being improve, her lupus flares became much less frequent and intense. And her story is really a testimonial to how emotional awareness can support immune health. So, nearly 80% of autoimmune disease patients are women. We talked about that a little before. And this isn't just biological, it is also sociocultural. Many women are conditioned to put others first, suppress their own emotions, and minimize their pain. Add to this burden of unacknowledged trauma or caregiving roles, and the emotional load becomes very heavy. Honoring your emotional truth is not just self-care, it is a necessary health practice. So I think it is really important to note here that so often as women, we tend to think of taking time for ourselves as selfish, right? We have prioritized the needs of others for so long that doing things for ourselves, it often just gets pushed to the back burner or even makes us feel guilty when we do. This could not be more incorrect. It is actually very selfish of us to not take time to prioritize our well-being. Because when you are absolutely mentally, physically, and emotionally exhausted, you simply cannot show up as the best version of yourself, meaning you aren't even capable of being the best mom, spouse, friend, daughter, colleague, leader, whatever. You get the point. So please allow me to give you a official virtual permission slip to start taking better care of yourself and prioritizing time for self-care. It is not selfish. It is very, very necessary. So the way we speak to ourselves matters. Harsh self-talk like I'm weak or I should be doing more, it activates the same stress pathways as external threats. Okay. So, in contrast, supportive beliefs like I'm doing my best or my body is protecting me can release oxytocin and other calming hormones. So your inner dialogue is one of the most powerful tools you have for healing. Healing, the mind-body connection, isn't just intellectual, it's also physical. So practices like breath work, yoga, grounding, expressive writing really can help us connect with our bodies and calm the nervous system. Because when you feel safe in your body, your immune system also starts to feel safer, and this creates a healing loop, one that moves you towards wholeness. So right now, let's just do an exercise together to help you learn how to practice reconnecting with your body. This is a really simple reset, and it's called the 4-4-6 reset. It's really great for calming the nervous system, reducing inflammation, and just reconnecting with your body. So right now, I want you to just find a comfortable seated position, right? Or laying down if you so choose. And then I want you to just gently close your eyes or lower your gaze if that feels a little safer. Now place your feet on the floor and feel the ground beneath you. And it also helps to place one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly. Now just take a moment and I want you to notice your breath here. And no changing it, don't concentrate on it, just notice it, just observe it. Whatever comes up is totally okay. If you want an optional thought for grounding, just remind yourself that right now I am here and I don't have to do anything else, right? Just be present in this moment. Now for step 2, we're going to concentrate on the 4-4-6 breathing pattern. And this pattern helps to reset the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and digest mode. And it gently slows the heart rate and inflammation. So with your eyes closed, your hand on your heart, hand on your belly, repeat this cycle. We're going to inhale through the nose for 4 seconds. Really feel your belly expand as you breathe in. Now we're going to hold that breath for 4 seconds. Then gently pause. And now we're going to exhale through the mouth for 6 seconds. Okay? Just nice and soft and slow. Kind of like blowing through a straw. Just feel your body settle. Let's do that one more time. Just a deep breath in for 4. We're going to hold for 4 and out for 6. Great. Now scan your body from head to toe and notice if there are any places that feel a little more relaxed or a little more alive. And then I want you to take a minute to say to yourself, either silently or aloud, that my body is doing its best to protect me. And with each breath, I come home to myself, right? Some other things that might resonate with you are just to remind yourself, I'm here, I'm present, I deserve care, it's safe to soften. So think about some of those things on your own. Anything that resonates with you can kind of be your mantra during this time. There is also a companion worksheet to practice the 4-4-6 method that's going to be in this week's module. So feel free to print that out or just click on it and you can kind of practice this at home at your leisure as well. So you deserve healing on all levels. Like we talked about, this is not about just physical relief, but emotional peace and mental clarity. A truly holistic approach includes medical care, emotional support, nervous system regulation, and spiritual nourishment. But that can be whatever it means for you. Healing is not one size fits all. It is a process of integration and honoring your full experience, which is what we are working towards through this program. So take a few moments now to just kind of take a look at these journaling questions. Again, these are not just writing prompts, they are doorways into your deeper healing. So let your responses be honest and gentle and curious. You are the expert on your own inner world, and these questions are here to help you reconnect with the parts of yourself that are asking to be seen and supported. And as always, these prompts are going to be listed in our curriculum under week 1, lesson 3. So don't feel like you have to answer them all now. You can certainly do this at your leisure. And to end on another quote today, this is such a great and hugely accurate quote by Dr. Peter Levine, who is the pioneering psychologist and trauma expert best known for developing somatic experiencing, which we'll talk more about as we go on. But basically, that is a body-based approach to healing trauma. And Levine's core insight is that trauma is not just what happened to us, it's what gets stuck in the body when we aren't able to complete the natural stress response. And he stated that trauma is perhaps the most avoided, ignored, belittled, denied, misunderstood, and untreated cause of human suffering. Love that. I think it's so true. So, again, thank you for showing up for yourself in this lesson. Your emotions are not a distraction from healing, they're part of the path. And when you bring compassion, curiosity, and connection to your experience, you really begin to transform not just how you feel, but how you heal. So you are not alone and you are not broken. You are on the path to healing, and I'm going to be right here with you all the way. So I'll look forward to seeing you in the next lesson where we explore practical tools to regulate the nervous system and support lasting change.